Jeez, he's a maniac.
A maniac in a car.
I know, who would have thought?
Guys, I don't think he got it.
Take it up to 7070. Do have a oncoming.
10-4.
Rear minus AOD is caught up.
Roger. I can see one truck on the map that's a bit behind. Is that AOD?
Yep. He was making a couple of mods to his truck last minute. Paint jobs and stuff. And he's pretty much caught up.
Roger. As the car stopped at the toll. He stopped in the middle like an idiot. Take it up to 8080.
Default.
Is that car back at it? Yeah. Car's at the rear of the convoy.
Is it behaving, AOD?
Be advised, roadwork zone, 1 lane.
Oh boy, the coloring book.
Is that what you call it?
Or spaghetti. Or toddler drawing.
Oh, that pain in the ass with heavy cargo.
Pretty much.
Because it doesn't look like it's a hill, but it is.
Good to see you back, by the way, Zeb.
Yeah, I'm not sure if I'll be on next weekend though. Totally different reason again. 2 weeks ago, I was playing a GTA RP. Last weekend, I ended up being a bit busy controlling some things on that, even though I'm not admin with it. And I've discovered today that my 500 gig cap is, I've got like less than 85 gig left on it. With all the downloading and that I've had to do.
Lovely.
But I should know for sure on Friday. Although I do miss the leisurely driving, that's for sure, and the quiet. Yeah, I'd actually planned on coming along yesterday too, but got caught up in a roleplay scenario on the server that just went far too long.
Shit happens.
But I now have a deeper understanding of legal American police system.
Yay?
Have to use all the 10 codes, the Miranda rights and everything.
Holding 80, Commander?
Yep, we're going to take it to 90 once we're through these bends.
Okie dokie.
Glad somebody asked because I had to do 109 to keep up.
I'm doing 110 at, was doing 110 at the back to try and catch up.
Yeah, one thing that I was asked to do for the roleplay server that I did makes this convoy a lot more interesting and a bit more authentic.
Taking it to 9090.
10-4. Ended up installing radio effects for TeamSpeak.
So does it sound like we're talking over a CP?
Yep. I don't have the distortion way up for proper CB, but it makes it sound like it's coming through the radio more than just standard voice.
Take up to 100, 100.
10 for 100.
AD flipped. Ha!
Yep.
Right, I will pull over just before we get to the Oslo turn off. Are you on the road again, AOD?
Yes, he is.
Geez, autosave must have been close.
I think it was. He quick saved just before he flipped it. Jesus.
Yes, did you call?
I almost hit Hicks.
What were you following so close for?
I wasn't. I was like 100 meters behind you, and then all of a sudden, poof, you're like, your ass is right in my face.
Yeah, okay.
Stopping out, slowing after the tunnel.
Sorry?
Slowing after the tunnel, just blind corner.
Blind corner and commando almost came to a dead stop on my screen.
Still holding 100.
out, watch out. Truck in front of me just pulled over.
I saw that.
Yeah, he was trying to overtake me.
No, I think he's going the wrong way.
Looks like it. What a dick.
Could be a female.
Gonna slow to 80 since people might be 80.
Females can be dicks too. They don't have dicks, but they can be dicks.
Usually you call it something else.
The C word, I'm not gonna say that.
But you can call some guys that too, eh?
Yeah. I think you've got a random merging onto the highway.
Roger that. Here's a random planet behind you guys.
10-4. There is one thing about radio effects that I just noticed. Makes Hicks sound like Jules.
Random passing. Oh, never mind. It's turning on.
Take it back up to 100 since the rear's more or less catched up. 100.
Random behind you, Chris, but I think he's getting off. Oh, same random.
Don't ask, I don't know what happened.
That was a curb. That's a tough one.
Have a break in the next 10 minutes. Still doing 100.
rear's doing 85?
Domino effect because second front a little bigger.
Ah.
Just a little one though.
Just a itty bitty one?
Yeah, trailer may have clipped the curb and just sent the truck into one of those roll things.
Mmm.
Toll right hand lanes are the toll right hand lanes. We'll stop at this rest stop up here for our first break. Fuck.
What happened?
Me too.
I didn't know what lane the flow through was in.
Which lane is it in?
Far right.
Right too. I clipped the side of the gate entrance, jackknifed.
My bad.
Wait,
We're
where
gonna
we
pull
stop?
back to the back of the convoy.
We're stopping at this rest stop just around this corner. This fuel station will stop. You won't need the top up because they're big tanks. I was looking at the left and I'm like, the left's clear, the right's clear. Is it the left or the right? Must be the left.
Chris went into the all the way to the right, but the one like second from the right, and he kind of had a little. He says they made it for skinny people. Smart car drivers and the like. Stupid car drivers.
So it's a rest stop just on your right there, Zeb.
I wish it was this light at 1:40 in the morning where I live.
So we'll have a 7-minute break here. We'll have another break in 30 minutes, so we'll rejoin at 40 past. Don't forget to autosave.
Oh, I missed that one up. Far out. Sorry, mate.
Commander, if you're still there, that
Yep.
auto pass, much easier if you just take the far right because there's no barrier on the right hand side of that one.
Yes, I now know.
I took it at like 115.
2 minutes and we'll start rolling.
Alright, 2 minutes left.
Watch out.
Food's got 3 minutes.
I'll wait another minute.
I made the horrible mistake of putting in a microwavable meal and then remembering I had pizza to warm up. Shit, and then I tried stopping it in time and nope, it was already a little bit warm, so I was like, well, shit.
So that car's still with us, eh?
Yeah, it's weird.
He behaving himself, is he?
I haven't really heard anything bad so far.
I'm gonna start rolling and take it straight. I'm gonna take it straight up to 100, get 100.
Are you with us?
He was just getting his food, he said. Oh, there is. Now I'm craving pizza.
Convoy out.
Watch out. Don't mind the sound of this engine. It's got a bit of a grunty sound to it when you rev it. Slowing to take exit. Still doing 100.
The car's still following us.
He likes us up much, you may as well join.
Yeah, I thought he disappeared for a while. He had to turn his lights off.
Ah,
All I can see was just flashes.
Web reports submitted between 8 and 10 days ago, not a single one of them yet looked at.
I watched a bit of Clark's stream last night. Zeb, I saw you in his chat thing. I didn't know they could replay the reports of the history.
The new report system. If you click on somebody and click report in game, it's different on our end, and then they have their window that they have to claim the report to view it, because otherwise it gets automatically deleted, and they can view it up to 2 minutes before that the person actually clicked report.
That's good.
In other words, they can see the whole incident, whereas before they couldn't.
I was watching it where he found the Aussie with the Aussie flag on the side, and then he banned him for 4 days, I think it was.
He only claimed he was an Aussie because of that flag, that's it. And realistically, it could have been a German. We wouldn't know.
True.
I mean, I can understand being like 3 to 5 days behind in your reports, but 13 days?
Yeah, well, he was saying that there's what, 5 or 6 that if they don't pick up their act, they're going to get cautioned or kicked out of the team, because there is no way known at the moment that they shouldn't be reaching their monthly quota of 100, because what, 2 or 3 weeks in, and the one guy that's on 1 day a week has already got over 140 with this new system.
Well, there you go.
Slowing.
I think my web reports are sitting there for 2 to 3 weeks, maybe. So, yeah, I don't know.
Clark actually said that he wouldn't mind showing us the web report system and how that works. Except being the vice project manager, he has access to more information than normal admins do, like IP addresses and such. So he can't actually show it on stream or on video or anything.
And in and out in post-production.
Take it back up to 100, 100.
The further behind they get in their reports, it's going to encourage people to report less. It's going to lead to more trolling. But just the way I see it. Because there's this one guy who does admin streams, Chris Patrol, and
Yeah.
there's another one, Elite Zombie HD. Both of them, they do 2-hour streams, and they get so many reports in every second. Like, they do over 100 reports during the course of their stream. Like, even in just an hour, they do 100 in-game reports, not even web reports.
Yeah, and then as a result of that, they have all these bans and all that to go in, but nobody deals with the web reports because they're all using the new system in game now.
Mm-hmm.
Although there is that flaw that they've still got where they can't view the text chat and they can't hear any CV views.
They should have a delegated back-end team for the web reports and then let the in-game admins do their in-game stuff.
It was suggested before this new system went in, and it was responded, "Oh, we don't have a need for that."
Wow. How about now, though, like possibly re-bringing it up? Make like a moderator team on the forums, or just let them access it. Don't give them in-game admin powers, just give them admin powers like on the forum, and then let them ban based on web reports.
I thought you were going to flip that commander.
She's getting a bit dancy on the rear end. Watch out for the truck.
What do you mean, Dancy? Those
Holy sh!
Bouncing around a bit. Whoa, what's this guy doing? Jesus! Oh, you fuckwit! Excuse my French.
What happened?
He fully rammed in my trailer.
Ah.
There we go. Bounced off that. Be advised, we are taking that first turn off after we get on that on this road. So if you can pass him, do it. Otherwise, stay behind.
Taking it back up to 100.
Taking the exit. And he's turning left.
Next break will be in 15 to 20 minutes.
Be advised, Commander, that Korea Best is in overtaking range of me.
Roger.
And he's trying to do it on the shoulder.
Oh. Did he hit you or the shoulder?
He bounced off the shoulder. I think he connected with the back of my trailer, but I didn't feel it.
What the hell is he doing? Slowing for right hand turn.
Cool, he's not with us anymore.
Awesome. Still doing 100, 100.
no idea what just happened there.
What happened?
My engine just turned off.
Huh. You going again?
I'll wait for everybody to pass. I don't want to be too much of a
Roger.
I just watched someone try and parallel park outside my house. And they stayed at 45 degrees to the curb.
Ugh.
Parallel.
Have they got four-wheel steering? Is there any way that'll work? That's what I'm scared about when you've got all these cars going to auto park and auto reverse. No one's going to have basic skill.
Kind of shit's not allowed for our driver's tests up here. It's an auto fail, actually. If you use a backup camera or one of the auto parkers, you automatically fail.
I don't mind using the reverse camera because it's essentially an extra set of eyes for a blind spot. Instead of trying to rotate my body, 180, or my head 180 degrees, I just have to look for a little monitor instead.
Yeah. Even those, though, that's an auto fail as well.
I agree, but yeah, for a test you should be able to do it for yourself.
Yeah. That's the whole point.
I can still do it for myself. It just provides that extra set of eyes that helps.
Oh god, yeah.
You should be shoulder checking and checking your mirrors, not relying on your camera. Just for the for the intents and purposes of like the test, you have to prove that you can do it on your own without the aid of all the technology.
Some of the Some of the parking spots that I reverse park into, there is no way in hell that I'd be able to see the barrier behind me in a car, let alone something a bit higher up. So with the camera, that actually helps. Because otherwise the front of the car's sticking out of the bay because they're stupid how they do the bays.
Yeah, I've got auto park in my car, but I've never used it. I just prefer to do it myself. It's
Yeah.
more natural.
I've never
The
used
camera does make a big difference.
reverse camera, reverse sensors any more than that. It's just too much.
Sorry, go ahead.
I have a problem with cruise control even. When they have the speed alert, they called it, where you can put a speed in and when you go above that it beeps, I prefer that over cruise control.
Yeah, because then it just makes you kind of lazy.
And I have the GPS that tells me when I'm going over the speed limit, when in fact it's I'm not. Like our school zones are 40k an hour during school times, and when it's school holidays, those 40 zones aren't in effect. So when you're doing 60 in a 60 zone through a school zone on school holidays, it'll turn around and say you're going over the speed limit.
Right lane for toll pass. Right lane for toll pass.
10-4, what up to Hicks?
For our level, we have a graduated licensing program up here. And for your level 2, for your road test, you have to be able to parallel park, reverse park, 3-point turn, U-turn, city drive.
Beach lane.
No wonder we have such high rate of accidents and wounds around here. My area, our licensing system for the provisional license, as we call it, but the second stage is your drive test, and they test you in like traffic if they can. They test you in parallel parking. They test you in either parallel parking or a 3-point turn. And otherwise it's just general vehicle handling, whether you can handle the vehicle.
In the city that we live in, the failure rate for level 2 is 47%, and the failure rate for your full driver's license is 49%. And the only difference between level 2 and your full is for your full test, you have to drive on the highway. That's the only difference.
We don't even have a test to go from provisional to full. You just have your demerit point systems and a more strict set of rules. Otherwise, you're pretty much a fully licensed driver on provisionals.
For your full class, you have to be able to merge onto the highway safely, drive onto the highway safely, make sure you know how to exit safely, and if you miss your exit during one of your, like on your highway test, they won't fail you as long as you can manage to pull off the highway and reroute yourself at the next exit. Yet people still fail.
Next break in 5 to 10 minutes. You shouldn't need fuel unless you're down below a quarter of a tank.
A friend of mine failed her level 2 test twice. First time she failed because she crept up past the white line while she was waiting to make a left-hand turn on a red. Second time, I think it was an issue with parallel parking. Both times she told her instructor that she wasn't ready, but her instructor pushed her to go do it.
Left lanes for toll fly through, left lanes.
10-4.
Getting your license is a little bit of a pain where I am, because my instructor reckons I'm ready to go for my driving test and get my, what would be the equivalent of level 2, where you are.
Mm-hmm.
But I need 100 or so more hours in my logbook before I can do that.
You guys do logbooks?
At the lowest level, yeah.
Oh.
It's different in each state.
With 20 night driving.
Depending on your age, you've got to do 120 hours, of which a certain amount's got to be night driving, and they've all got to be signed off by an authorized or licensed driver, otherwise you're in trouble.
Mm-hmm.
And then you go on to provisional 1, where there's a whole bunch of restrictions, and you're on those for a year. And from there you go to provisional 2, where your passenger restrictions been lifted, but everything else stays the same. And you're on them for 3 years before you can go on your fulls. But like I said, that's all age limited, so I was able to bypass the hours and the P1s.
Over here, it's level 1. You can't drive without someone who's had their full license and a clean abstract for 4+ years. You're not allowed to drive between midnight and 5 a.m. There's a passenger limit for level 1 and level 2. And for level 2, you're allowed to drive on the highway. For level 1, you're only allowed to drive on the highway if you're with a certified instructor. And then your full class, all of those restrictions are lifted.
Yeah, for our learners, which is level 1, we've got to have a fully licensed driver in the passenger seat at all times. And then we can drive at night, but we can't have any passengers after dark.
If you're under 21, that's where the passenger limit is applied. If you're over 21, it doesn't apply at all.
We have this we have this weird system that on our learners we can pretty much do whatever we want as long as the licensed driver's beside us because they cop all the trouble as well.
Yeah.
But as soon as you hit your P's, you lose some of those abilities. Like, as a learner driver, you can drive a 8-cylinder car as a P-plater. You can't. As a learner, you can tow a trailer. As a P-plater, you can't unless
That's
you
weird.
That car's still with us, eh?
Yes, he is. Or she. I have no idea.
And I believe as a level 1, the only person who's allowed to be in the vehicle with you in the front seat is that person who has their license, their full license with 4 years or over. Out in Saskatchewan, that's different though. As long as there's someone who's a class 5, it doesn't matter how many passengers are in your vehicle as long as they're direct family members. Obviously, it's different out there because nobody lives out there and it's all remote. But here, it's understandable why.
In the remote areas, they're a bit like of Australia. They are more lenient on how the licensing system works. Because the minimum age you can go for your learners is 16. However, if you live in a rural area and it can be deemed that you're going to be using it for like farm use or in emergencies, you can go for your learners at 14.
I think the learners is 16 up here.
And then the rules vary state by state as well.
Corner's perfectly safe to take it 100.
And there's a year of a waiting period between each. Unless you go for driving lessons, then it's 8 months by a certified driving instructor. Plus, if you do driving lessons, you actually get a nice little discount credit on your insurance.
Rest stops coming out. We will have a 10-minute break. You will not need to fill up unless you're below about 25–30%. So we will take off at 25 past, so that's 10 and a half minutes, 25 past. Don't forget the autosave.
If anyone wants to double fuel beside me, they can.
Yep. Since that
Toll.
He's going to think it funny when we go back to almost the same place again.
Yeah.
What range can you get out of those cars?
Depends how you drive it. If you're a keyboard user, you don't get much because it's always foot to the floor, but if you have pedals and you control it right, you can go a fair distance.
As far as a truck?
No, never as far as a truck.
Be right back 1 minute.
There's a seductive hamster going past.
A very odd sentence.
Wait, which one?
I think he missed a fuel stop.
And normally if you go on the wrong way, you'd go a bit faster than that.
5 more minutes.
Oh, I'm getting some rest.
Where? Yep. It does too. Eats into that veranda thing.
What about the bottom of the windmill?
Those silos are empty.
It's the maintenance access door.
I'm pretty sure when you see more windmills, it'll have the exact same problem.
Ah, had to go put my wrist splints on. My wrists are bugging me again.
Where at? That could be for like manure. I normally leave those uncapped.
Like little tiny arenas.
Mixing your silage and all that, making your fertilizer.
Righto, gonna start rolling in 1 minute.
And then you hear all the engines just start back up.
Rolling. That'll take it up to 100 again. What do you mean they're slow?
It's not that they're slow, it's just that all the other trucks are fast.
I suppose.
DAF indicators are awesome.
I was looking at the blog post that is out about the DAF updates, and I'm looking at the outside textures and I'm like, okay, so what's different?
They need to update the man.
They just need to give the Renault Man and Iveco bigger engines. People still drive them though.
What about the Isuzu? And the Mitsubishi.
I would like Mack trucks and ATS.
God, yes. I want a cab over Kenworth. But they're not big in America, are they? US and Star are nice.
Mack, Freightliner.
Cab over trucks aren't big in America, are they?
No.
Yeah, as I was saying, there's Mack, Freightliner, and Western Star down in Australia that have the American about them.
And
We have
Sterling.
the Max, the Freightliners, the Western Stars. We have International, Volvo.
Sterling.
Sterling, I don't think so. I see more of the Hinos and the Mitsubishis rather than Sterlings.
Sterling's like the cheap truck. They used to be Ford.
Huh. The company that I work for, we mostly use Max and Internationals. God, I can't steer with these damn splunts on.
Surprisingly enough, when I was on holiday in Tasmania, I did not see a Renault, but upon further study of what I did see, Max are Renaults.
They are here in Queensland too. There's plenty of Mack Renaults. Especially the smaller Renaults here, heaps as a Mack in a rigid truck.
Did I tell you guys about the one time close to Christmas last year where I was unloading a trailer and I saw Scania parts in it?
No.
They were heavy.
Is that a fast-moving vehicle at the rear of the convoy?
Yeah, our hill dragger.
What the fuck? Pardon my French.
Right, watch out, Dingo.
Sorry.
Full
What
stop.
happened?
Something happened to Roach Coach. Something happened to Roach Coach. AOD bumped into him. I bumped into AOD. And
Slow
I
on
don't know if
80.
anyone bumped into me behind.
I just clipped you, Panda. Just.
It's on
I'm
80.
gonna see if I can load an autosave.
It's on 80 and we will wait on the other side of the dock.
I'm just passing you now, Panda.
80 at the front.
10480.
I like the name of the save you made, Commander. S is for Sunday.
Thought I'd do something different. D is for death.
What's your distance?
Distance at the front is 344, but it includes going over the water.
Okay, perfect. I loaded up just before the tunnel. Excuse me.
Okay, that radio effects does not do burps so well.
What did it sound like?
Like somebody just going into the microphone.
You link to that after the convoy?
Yeah, me too, please.
Smell like it came out the other end.
I can't clip it because I'm not recording.
Ah.
I got problems with OBS, so I can't record.
Oh man.
But with limited internet, I'm not going to.
Yeah, I don't blame you.
We have a vehicle in the docks. I don't know if they're coming or going.
I don't know whether I'm coming or going most of the time either.
What, more batteries?
I'm glad somebody kept it G-rated.
I was trying to keep it G-rated and then Chris made that comment. I decided to buy some lactose-free cream today so I could try to start drinking coffee.
Random's passing me, Higgs.
Roger.
At least you can try to drink coffee.
So we are going to Christmas Land. Christmas Land is the destination.
Oh yeah, didn't you say you were like allergic to coffee or something?
Allergic to caffeine.
Ugh, that fucking sucks.
We'll just wait here for 2 minutes for the people to regroup before we roll.
So no pop, no tea, no coffee, no energy drinks.
I can have tea, depending on the type of tea. I can have some doses of caffeine, just not like. I can have a can of Coke or Pepsi, but I can't have like a 1.5 litre bottle within the day.
Which one port we're going to?
Christmas Land.
Christian sand?
That one.
No, it's Christian Sand.
No, we want to go to Christmas Land.
Scandinavia, the North Pole, you know.
No, I don't know. Well, now it's raining.
Righto, I'll start rolling since everyone's here.
AOD's not here.
Well, where's he?
Hey,
Driving.
Something?
What?
You went to the wrong place.
I didn't even,
No.
I didn't even press my button. That's weird.
Who lost their trailer? Oh,
I didn't
damn.
even press my button. I pressed no keyboard. And I don't have it bound to any button on my keyboard. It's only on my tablet.
How did the random know we were here?
You must have looked on the map. You must have multiplayer map open.
Who's watching your stream?
Who's streaming?
AOD.
God, that engine's awful.
Where's AOD at?
He's just about to pull into the dock. by the looks of it.
He must be Australian or New Zealand, that guy, because his ping's pretty high. It's at 304. And I'm at 315.
Yeah, well, it was
I'm at
like
280.
460 for a time back on the other side.
315 is actually pretty good for me. I'm usually around 330, 350.
Like he's an Argentinian, based on his profile.
I mean, starts with A.
I've got 108.
I've got 100 and...
108. He pulls just a tiny bit too close and he just goes, ah, fuck off. Alright, he's here.
Hey, where'd our ninth person go?
Huh?
Roach.
Are they going to start rolling now?
Yay.
Putting it in gear helps.
Lane 1, 3 trucks.
Taking it out of neutral helps.
3 trucks. Mind your trailers on that car.
Still on 50 for now through town, 50.
God, the horns on these trucks sound worse than the horns on our trains. They sound like death.
And a convoy leaving the port.
Roger. Going to take it up to 80 on the main road. 80. Zero.
You said?
80, that's correct.
Alrighty. Phoenix apologizes for not being here tonight. Said something about eating something that might have upset his stomach.
I even cracked open my best wine.
When I ordered the pizzas.
Chris, you know full well how bad you react to wine.
Well, speaking of pizza, I think I'll have it for dinner tonight since everyone keeps talking about it.
Chris's alcohol tolerance when it comes to wine is... He drank 13 glasses of wine one night and was hammered like crazy. Threw up off the back of a train and had an insane hangover the next morning.
Lovely.
With all the guys cheering as you left the young station, just puking off the back of the train. Yeah!
I thought he said he fell off the back of the train.
No, he puked off the back of a train.
Ah, okay.
So half of him went off the back of the train.
I was so mad at him when he got to the station I was meeting him at. I actually...
Toll right lane, toll right lane.
We had just started dating at the time and I went home. I was so pissed at him. I'm like, you asshole! But now it's something funny to laugh at him throwing up off the back of a train. Being so drunk. Because he mixed red, white, and champagne.
Probably.
Right. They've changed the legal name of speed hump to something that sounds even worse. That
Which
makes
is?
no sense at all. Road cushion.
Road cushion?
It's not really a cushion, it's quite uncomfortable.
Yeah, like what are you guys doing? Getting freaky on the road for fuck's sake?
Hey, people line up their cars and do burnouts using them as stopping pads.
God.
Oh no, they do the burnouts on the road itself, not on the speed hump. But they use the speed hump because they're steep up to keep their car stopped, essentially. In other words, they can't do burnouts properly. Yeah, it's something. Oh, we need to stop the hoons. We need to stop the hoons. Like. It's easy. Get them to buy a set of tyres, pay for a set of tyres, they go to charity for like good drivers or whatever, then they can buy a set for themselves. Exactly. A good set of tyres will cost them $1,000. Now who would want to spend $2,000 for 4 tyres?
That's just insane.
Exactly, but like I said, if you double the price, because they've got to buy another set for somebody else essentially, before they can buy their own, that might be a deterrent. Because taking away their license and crashing their car doesn't seem to help. apology for stopping. If I didn't, then TAC would have cocked up big time. Plane.
Oh, I saw that plane.
If we're on a non-collision server, I'd take you to show you where the planes actually are. It's easy to get. A little bit of out of bounds here and there and there.
He goes, roundabouts, I ain't got time for that shit.
Just that everybody did that.
Right? Could say the same thing about the roundabout at Skymark Avenue.
You'll have to go into settings and select your drop-off point. There isn't one.
I'll go find a photo shoot place. Don't think we'll fit it there, will we? Photo shoot is at the end, at the front of No Oil, which is just next door.
Alright, let's talk.
That was brilliant, everyone.
It was fun.
Hey, let's get one with the pilot car.
Honorary member of the day.
Want to pull up in like the front on the road? Take a picture?
No English.
The fells. Oh, we'll try.
He's probably cooking pizza. That'll be it then.
Alright, guys.
Thank you, everyone. That was fantastic.
For those of you that are in the EUNA zone, see you tomorrow.
And I'll see you next weekend.
Thanks for the convoy and for putting up with me again.
I know it's pretty hard.
Yeah, I know it is.
Should really pay us more for that.
See you next time.
Bye-bye. Are you seriously... Were you just trying to, Morse code him?
User disconnected from your channel.